Hi everyone. In today's video, we will know about the requirements and analysis of invoice management system. First, we go through agenda. The agenda we will know about overview, key functionalities, invoice functionalities, functional and non-functional requirements, technical requirements, and user interface design. Let's know one by one. Overview. In the invoice management system, we mainly design for the purpose of business. It's making easier for both seller and buyer. In seller, it helps to create, send and manage invoices, and for buyers it helps to view the invoices and pay them, and the system will provide a user friendly interface, and the buyer will the ability to view the invoices. The next key functionalities. In the key functionalities, the main role is sellers and customers. Sellers we also known as manufacturers, vendors, and the buyers we known as customers. In the seller we will know about can we create and edit, send, download, view, search and archive the invoices, and the buyer can view all the invoices sent by the seller. We can know about one by one. So create functionality of the seller helps to input the invoice details like items, price, and seller buyer information like name, phone number, contact information, address like this. And the edit invoice helps to modify the existing invoices. Before sending we can modify those invoices, and send invoices helps to send the invoices via email, or we can send the link to the buyer. And the next is download. In this functionality, to download the invoice in the common format like PDF, and view in the dashboard or list of the view, all the invoices can be created by the seller, we can view. And the search by companies or date range or customers details, we can search the invoices. And archive. So archive invoices helps to ability to archive the invoices that are no longer active or needed, we can be archived. And it contains some additional information like invoice details. It should a unique invoice number, seller and buyer details, and date of issues like this. We will know in this all or in the invoice functionalities. And the buyer can view the invoices which are sent by the sellers. The next is invoice functionalities. Invoice functionalities contains the identification information, invoice numbers, invoice date, payment terms, descriptions, amounts, payment instruction like this. The one by one we will know about. Identification information. It contains is the seller and buyer details like name, address, contact information, and in the seller it contains the tax identification numbers like this. And the invoice number. Invoice number means it contains unique identifier for each invoice, so it helps to generate and tracking and referencing individually or uniquely like this. And invoice date, the date of invoices issued or essential for payment tracking and record keeping, it helps. And the payment terms, it includes the details about early payment, discounts and late payments and penalties, and the payment due like this. And the next is description. It contains the detailed description of goods sold or services. It includes quantities, unit price, and applicable taxes or discounts. And the next is total amount due, the amount of buyers owes, and it contain all the amounts like inclusive of taxes or any additional fees. And payment instruction, instruction detailing how the payment should be made, like we can make bank transfer or credit card, cash on delivery like this. And the terms and condition, in any products or in any seller they have the some conditions, like it contains the warranties, return policies, and liabilities and disclaimers like this. And the next is currency. The currency in which transaction is conducted. In the international transaction, it's especially important for international transaction. And the additional information, I have already told that it contains the details and order number, purchase, contact reference, and other relevant identifiers, buyer's details, date of issues like this. And the company logo. The any product it contains the company logo. It enhances the branding and gives the professional appearance. The next is electronic format compatibility. The invoice should compatible with formats such as it can have PDF, CSV, or XML. I've already told that we can download it in the seller. We can download the invoices in the form of PDF, CSV, or XML. It's easy to sharing and processing. The last one is accessibility and compliance. It contains the legal requirements regarding the content and the format, it depending on this. And this is all about the invoice functionalities. And what are the functional and non-functional requirements contains in the invoice management system. The first is functional requirements. In the functional requirements, invoice creation and management. In the invoice creation and management, it contains some topics like automated seller information. It contains the details like a buyer selection, itemized invoice generation, draft saving, invoice action, view and edit functionality, status tracking, dynamic country code, country specific tax columns. One by one I will explain. So automated seller information, it contains the pre-fill. It already fill the seller details such as name, address, and contact information. We can really see automated. It contains the seller information. And buyer selection. In this buyer selection, it's the ability to select it already an existing buyers or a new buyers. So it helps to existing buyers can information auto fills upon the selection. The new buyers we can fill. Next is itemized invoice generation. In this we can create some tables like tabular formats and detailing of the goods and services and the quantities, price, tax, discount like this. It contains the detailed information of the items. And the invoice number handling, it's manually input for draft invoices, so which is not completed and not sent to those buyers, we can saved in the draft. It's help for editing and sending those information. And the invoice actions, so in these options we can create the invoices and also we can send or cancel. So in this action we can create, send or cancel the invoices. The next is view and edit the functionalities. In this, users can view the unpaid invoices in edit mode and the paid invoices can only in the read only mode. And the invoice status tracking, so track the invoice status like it's a paid or unpaid, overdue, date of issue like this. We can state that's the tracking the status. Next is dynamic country code display. So in this the phone number filled auto displays. That helps to correct the country code. Using the phone number, it can fill the autofill the displays. It selected the country and it's a non-editable. It can fill it only, it cannot be edited. Next, country specific tax column. In the different country or different naming convention, there is a tax column based on the buyer's country. So tax is based on different countries based on the buyers, depending on the buyers. The next is buyers management. The buyers management mainly contains the storage and the selection of the buyer and the information editing. In the storage, secure storage is the storage of the buyer information with easy management. So it helps to easily manage the buyer details. And the buyer selection, So it's a quick selections of the buyers from an existing database. Using the existing database, we can quickly selection of the buyers and the buyers information editing. So it's an option to edit or delete the buyer information as necessary. We can edit or delete the information. And the next is search and filter. In the search and filter contains advanced search capabilities and filtering option. In the search capabilities, search the invoices by using numbers, buyer name, date range and the status. In the filtering options, filter the invoice status by it's a paid or unpaid or overdue or due date. We can be filtered the each and every buyers. And the next is payment and financial tracking. It contains the payment and financial tracking helps to pay the amounts and tracking and recording the status and automatically calculated the taxes, discounts and what are the multi currencies we are supporting. So in this we see payment gateway integrations. It helps to allow direct payments through the integrated payment gateway. We can pay directly, and payment status tracking helps to record and track the payment status and dates. And automatic calculations or automatically calculate the taxes, discounts and total amounts. It can calculate it all the amounts including tax, discounts and due amounts. And the multi-currency support, it handles the multiple currencies and regional tax settings. And the next is notification and reminders. So notification means we can get automated notification to send the automated email notification for the reminders and receipt confirmation like this. For example, we can buy something, it can get automated notification. It's the payment reminders like this. Your payment is done, or the due date of the payment like this. And customizable reminder setting, it's allow the sellers to set the customized reminder notice for overdue invoices. So which is not payable like this, we can customizably settings the reminder. And the next is reporting and analytics. In this there is a real-time analytics and financial report. Real-time analysis, it's provide the real-time insights like financial data including payments and invoice status like. And the financial report generation, it generates the financial report for specified periods. And the next is security and compliance and mobile and desktop compatibility. So in the security, it secure the data storage and the regulatory compliance. In the secure data storage, it secure the data of the buyers and with the regular backups also. And the regulatory compliance, it contain relevant financial regulation and data protection laws like GDPR, PCI like this. We can secure the data. And mobile and desktop compatibility is a responsive designs like UI. It consists the user experience. It contains the both mobile and desktop devices. These are the invoice functionalities. And also we say that it's a mobile and desktop compatibility. It contains the invoice appearance. We can explain in this in the UI designs. So next, non-functional requirements. Non-functional requirements contain performance, scalability, security and usability. The performance helps to loading times and data handling. In the loading times, it ensure quick loading and responsive interactions with the user and buyer, and it handling and managing the large data set without performance degradation. We can manage the large data set. And in the scalability, it helps to design the app with increasing users and invoices, and security helps to protect the sensitive financial information with strong security protocols using robust security methods. So user friendly, the usability, it's a user friendly interfaces is designed the interfaces with help of documentations, and we in this we can easily view the documents. It can understandable by everyone. So the next is technical requirements. Technical requirements contains the database design, API design, deployment strategy, and tech stack, like this. This technical requirements is a tech stack to support the app's functionality, and the database design helps to integrate to the data and efficient query performance and API integration. So API is helps to integrate with the payment gateways, email services, and other external services. And the deployment strategy, it implement the strategy for high availability and data redundancy, like this. And the user interface design, it's a invoice appearance. It contains the both the desktop version, and it's suitable for both desktop version and mobile version. In the desktop version, the layout is organized and formatted to fit the standard on the A4 or letter paper size. It is a structured layout, and it's including the sellers and buyer informations and invoice details, itemized list, and total amounts, like due amounts. It's clearly defined the invoice details. and and in this in this desktop version, each piece of the information will be organized into distinct selections. Like header includes the company logo, invoice titles, and invoice number, and the seller information including name, address, contact informations. And also buyer information contains name, address, phone number, and invoice the date and terms, and itemized list. And the tables, we use the tables for itemize the goods services with columns for separate quantity, price, and taxes, and total price, applicable taxes. And navigation helps to create the invoices, view list and invoices, search invoices. And the menu options, navigation is like menu options. And actions buttons, we are clearly labeled the buttons for actions like create, send, and download. And we are using the branding. It includes the company logo for professional look. Branding helps to include company logo, it's for a professional looks. And here we use the interactive elements. It's like invoice, it includes the buttons. I've already told the action buttons for pay now or links for the additional payment options. So desktop version. In the mobile version, mobile version is a responsive design. In this layout, organized for smaller screens, ensuring all text and details remain readable, or maintaining readability in the small screens. And these designs will automatically fit on the different mobile devices and orientations. And in this font size adjusted for the clarity on the mobile devices. And the compact sections, the information will be reorganized to minimize scrollings. And scrollable sections is a design section to be easily scrollable. And here we using the tappable links. It's all the buttons and links will be large enough for easy tapping with fingers and accommodating touch interfaces. And the next is prominent information. It contains the highlight key informations such as total leave and payment instructions. Like this, the payment instruction is easily simplified and displayed the prominent for easy access. So payment instructions, and it's presented in the table or list format like this. The main intention of this mobile version and desktop version is fit to the screen in the A4 size and is can easily readable, and we using the tables, navigations and actions buttons to create sign and branding. And also mobile version, it can fit for the small screen, automatically fit for small screen, it maintaining readability, and the font size is also adjustable. You can easily tapping and scrolling easily. It's designed for. And the next is this is all about the requirements for build the project of invoice management and system. It mainly contains the function and non-functional requirements and the user roles like sellers and customers, and some functionalities and the technical requirements and use of interface designs. This is all about the requirements and analysis of invoice management system. Thank you.